Alright guys, I've made it down here to my final stop on this little vacation thing. Listen, it's so nice. I love home. It's good from going from LA and coming back home and just being like this for a little bit. Now, I've had a chance to take a nap, a couple of naps, and I went through all these players like crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make shorter videos because I have internet but not fast enough to throw up, big videos. I'm going to make a video about Taco, a video about Cheeto, a video about Ryan Lewis, Ryan Switzer, and Xavier Woods each, because there's so much information about all of them, and I expect production this year out of all 5 of those guys. I don't know who's going to produce the most. We'll talk about that later. But I expect production out of all 5 of those guys. And then I'm going to make one more video with the rest of the draft and with the unrestricted rookie free agents. We might have a gem or two there. I think a few of you already commented about it. So we might have a gem or two there, but those guys may end up on the practice squad and may just, be, I hate to call professional football players camp fodder. You do that, I don't do that. But kids crying. All right, now Taco Charlton, as you know, I wanted Reuben Foster. So now let's just get that out of the way. And the night of the draft, I went and I looked at all the Taco Charlton's snaps through draft breakdown, and I saw nothing of what I thought in my mind, like the run stopping thing. I think I told you he can tackle. That's fine. I mean, there's not a problem there, and I didn't see a problem in anything. The only thing that I could say that somebody else said, I didn't see it, but there's a lot of comments on his video saying he comes off the ball slow. Not worried about that. His pass rush ability did pop off the screen with me, and that was the first thing I noticed, the spin moves and the bull rushes and things of that sort. So the fact that he looks like he can do both very well. Mel Kiper didn't know it. How was I? 2 sources have screwed up on Taco Charlton. Number 1 was Pro Football Focus. I bought that draft information, and they had Taco Charlton as the 32 in ranking from run stop percentage, right? So they should have qualified that by saying that the teams don't run against them. That's why that is so low. And thank you for the person who corrected me on Twitter that told me they didn't run to Taco's side much at UM. So that was done. And on Pro Football Focus, they say it was outside linebacker, and I didn't see any signs of it. A lot of people said it was outside linebacker. I don't see any signs of that. Now, Mel Kiper now says we had a bad pick because he was a run stopper, not a pass rusher. But then one of his mocks, he had him going to Atlanta, saying Atlanta could use the help in the pass rush. So Mel Kiper doesn't know what he's talking about. The bottom line is with the defensive line, one, it's so hard to evaluate. I don't know what I'm talking about at all when it comes to defensive line and offensive line, period. But when we get to training camp, I got 2 quick questions. Okay, you okay? I got 2 quick stories for you. Number 1, Sean Merriman versus Ware. I wanted Merriman. I'm from ACC, watched him at Maryland doing his little thing. So I wanted Merriman. But just like I don't question Will McClay, I told you I don't question these Cowboys at all on what they're doing. I didn't question Bill Parcells at all either. So I went to training camp ready to see DeMarcus Ware, and he had my camera and everything, and he hit that corner so fast. I was like, whoa! And he hit that corner again, and he hit that corner again. I had it all on tape. I got home, I hurried up and uploaded it. There was no YouTube back then, so I had to upload it to the message boards and stuff. So from that point on, DeMarcus Ware was one of my favorites, and I loved him until he retired. Another quick example, Jadeveon Clowney. I'm from South Carolina. I've known about him since high school. I'm from Gaffney. His high school is in Rock Hill. So they're in the same conference, University of South Carolina, blah, blah, blah. He's a monster. During the draft thing, they said, Khalil Mack's better. No, he's not. Khalil Mack's not better. And again, in Dallas Cowboys training camp, Khalil Mack went up against Tyron Smith. And let's just say Tyron had his hands full. We knew from right there Khalil Mack was a player as soon as it started. And Clowney has finally, got too close to that level or whatnot. So with Taco, if I like David Irvin, I like Malik Collins, I like DeMarcus Lawrence more than a lot of you do. I like Benson. There's a lot of guys on the defensive line I like. If he comes in off the jump and plays on par with those, great. If he's above, oh my God. But if he comes in on par with those guys, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And one last thing before I go feed you. I saw a picture on the Cowboy Zone. It had, let me get it right. It had Tyron Smith, Jonathan Cooper, Fred, Zach, and Lyle Collins. So Collins, Martin, Fred, Jonathan Cooper, Tyron Smith. So he's going to have to go up against that. And our defensive line is going to have to go up against that. The potential of the offensive line is sickness. So the defense is going to have to up their game to be able to beat those guys. And if they can, if we see them doing it in training camp, we're good. All right, next video, Cheeto, let me get this little light thing out the sun before he burn up and I get in trouble. All right, holla at you. Peace.